Imagine having an elite crew that help you in every single way. Help you with your work, your relationship, sense of self, connection, open you to solution, to creativity, to so much more, to the magic in our daily lives. Well, you do. You have a whole constellation of invisible helpers, your spirit guides. And today in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 practices that you can use daily to build a relationship and connection with your unseen helper so that you stop doubting or overthinking or wondering, are these my guides? But have them become like your best friends. Because for me, my spirit guides, my spirit team are some of my best friends who I talk and communicate with, who help me in daily life. And you can do that too with these simple practices. So before I go any further, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Sonia. I'm a 4th generation intuitive, and I teach you how to plug back into your innate divine self, your intuition. If you're new, hi, returning, love you, boo. Don't forget to hit subscribe, that little bell notification, and I'm teaching a workshop this Friday, how to connect and communicate with your spirit guides. It's only $20. It's half off my normal cost of my workshops. It is March 22nd at 11 a.m. Central, 5 p.m. UK, 9 a.m. Pacific. It will be recorded, sent to you. It's going to not only be a container, but like practical tools, skills, all of it. So much fun. So definitely click the link, sign up. I can't wait to see you there. So let's talk about practices. Now, just like any relationship that we have in our real world, we have to water them. If you have a friend and you never call that friend and you never talk to them and you're not interested, that relationship will wilt. Now, the thing about your spirit guides is they don't take things personally, but they'll never overpower your personal will. So if you don't use your attention and intention to connect with them, if you're not open for their guidance, if you don't ask genuinely for support, we're not going to receive their guidance. We're not going to see and pay attention to the subtle ways that they are helping us. So first super simple tool that I use every morning. I wake up and my favorite, hand on my heart, hand on my belly, take a deep breath. I'm just centering into your own energy, to your own spirit before you take on the day. Then simply, this is what I do. I ask my spirit guide, I say, help me throughout my day. Help me, help guide me to my highest good. I cannot wait to see the ways in which I'm surprised. And you can word it however you want, but just this simple intention, this simple opening of these channels, and especially like when we're first waking up before we get busy, before we're in these, this swirl, helps to anchor us into our own spirit, our own vibration, raising our vibration and connecting us with our guides. It's like giving your mind a framework to work within. That helps. So super simple, just starting your day by even acknowledging your guides, acknowledging your spirit. This is an amazing way to just start to build a language and have asking, acknowledging become part of your normal. It's so normal for me. I ask all the time. I'm in the car I'm like driving with an Uber driver and I'm like, help my guides. Your angels helped you with that. Oh, so fun. So that is number 1. Second, that's so important, and especially in starting to work with guides, angels, is having a meditation practice, a listening practice. Now, if, for example, you are somebody that you find sitting and meditating is really difficult, guided meditations are really wonderful. When you sign up for my workshop, you'll also get my free, well, it's not free, a bonus of my spirit, working with your spirit guides meditation for free. It's a $20 value. So this meditations like that, there's all sorts of beautiful ones on YouTube, on whatever speaks to you, mantra, anything to quiet and calm your mind, to help us listen within. Your thoughts will still go. I know sometimes when I sit and meditate on my pillow, I just notice how much my little monkey thinking mind, my little intellect is like swinging like monkey branches. But in having a practice of meditating, of having this practice of going inward, of listening inward and noticing thoughts, vibrations, it gives us a language and a framework of paying attention to different vibrations of our thinking mind, vibrations of our own spirit, vibrations of our spirit guides. And what's so lovely is if you have a meditation practice, if you have a sacred space, for example, I have like a little Zen den in my front room, is that when we have these practices and we have a space that we connect consistently within, that becomes a sacred space. That becomes a vibrational, easy space to connect with your guides and your angels. And I'll give you an example. So if you go into any church, mosque, synagogue, an ancient sacred space, you go to a cemetery, you go to places where there has been prayer, intentionality, and connection, you feel the vibration, even if you don't have any framework or language or understanding. You have a vibrational understanding, and that energy entrains. And you can do that in your own space of where you sit to meditate daily, anywhere. Having that as a consistent practice helps us to connect with our spirit guides, helps us to even train our bodies to prepare for guidance. It's like we know what to expect. So meditate. And if you want to go even further, find a place to meditate consistently as like your spot. That will entrain that vibration. Meditation is so wonderful and powerful because we're, especially now more than ever, we're so busy that we often don't take time to pause. And also when I think of meditation, more than it is part quieting my mind, but also even more importantly, it's a practice of receiving support. When I meditate, I imagine how I'm receiving support, receiving guidance, that this is a way that I am taking care and nurturing and filling my well back up. That is a really nice reframe than like you have to meditate and quiet your mind, which I know for me can be like, it can be challenging also depending on how busy I am and how practiced I've been. When we practice and sit and create that space, the easier and easier and easier it gets to that quiet. Start to notice those different frequencies. So my third tool that I use all the time, every single, even in the day, not even every single day, but often, is that you can use our hands are connected to our heart space. They are naturally, this is where like if you've ever done energy work or Reiki or been around that zip and even a simple tool to connect to this energy, rub your hands together real quick and then pull them apart and feel the dance of energy between your hands. You can feel it. It's a really simple way to connect with your own spirit, your own vibration. But that is, like I said, connected to the heart space, connected to that portal. So writing is a really beautiful practice that we can use to connect with our guides. So if you need help, if you want guidance, if you're asking your guides for help with something, sit down and write. You can write your question of what it is that you need help from, and even just start, my spirit guides say, and then let yourself go spontaneously. At first, it might, especially if it's a new practice, might be a little strange. You might be like, my spirit guides say, and then you go into thinking. Just start writing. You can write, I'm thinking right now, but I'm just tuning into the energy. And as we start to open and let ourselves flow, all of a sudden, our minds will start to get quiet. Our mind and heart starts to connect, and we start to write from this hand, like in handwriting, these guided messages. When I look through my journal throughout the years, there are so many times where I'm like, oh, that was my guide. That was my guidance. And I can even just tell from the tone. It's interesting because you'll often see like a tone shift. And it's not that you're writing from yourself, but something your guides are working through you, are channeling through you as a way to connect. Now, and like I said, super fun. So have this be a practice. Have this be a fun practice to get support. For my favorite way, and to really, your spirit guides love when you acknowledge them, when you start to see and thank them. Thank you for helping me. I love to thank my guides and my angels for help every single day. I use them and talk to them all the time. Even this morning, I went to go get coffee and there was no parking. Everything was super full. It was really busy. And I was like, guides, angels, please, I need some help. And I'm pulling up, I see it, and a car pulls out right away. And I was like, thank you, angels. Thank you so much. And when we start to have this gratitude, even when I'm sitting, I had a dinner with a friend the other night, and she was telling me a story about, all of a sudden she had found just all of these pieces had connected together, and how she had with travel and everything. I was like, those are your guides. Like, thank you. Oh my gosh, you have really great guides. Thank you, angels. When we start to acknowledge our own guides and angels, and even with other people, whether or not they connect with it or not, raises that gratitude, brings in that attention. It's like, that was a miracle. That was something amazing. That helps to entrain when we are grateful. And it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm grateful, but like really grateful. Like, I am grateful for this beautiful sunny day here in New Orleans. I'm grateful for you and your time and attention and energy. I am grateful for playing music. Those are some things that I'm grateful for today. Gratitude naturally raises our vibration and connects us to our heart space. It trains our ego intellect to see what is working, what is beautiful and magical and important in our day-to-day. And that, as we raise our vibration and being grateful, connects us higher. It's like our frequency gets higher, that gets closer to the spirit world. So often in our lives, and so often in life, a lot of times conversations start with what I hate. I hate the weather. I hate my hair. I hate my boss. Change it. I love. I'm grateful for. These are super easy ways that we can just start to notice what is working, and also trains like I Spy to see all of the other ways that our guides and angels are helping us. And last, a really simple way that I love to connect with as a daily practice with my guides and my angels is, in my home, I have different altars, and altars are my sacred spaces where I put things, and whether it's holy images, cards, I have stuffed animals, anything that connects me to my heart space can go on my altar. And those altars are also places where I ask for help. And when you're struggling with something, and especially if you're struggling with something big, emotional, and you really need help, maybe just your ego intellect is chewing on it like a bone, or maybe even just as a practice. One way that we can externalize and even ritualize asking our angels and guides for help is to get a Post-it note and a pen and ask. Say like, my spirit guides, please help me with blank, whatever it is. I need your help. Then fill in the specifics. You can and then I fold up that piece of paper and I put it into a jar. And it's a practice of reminding my human self to turn things over to something higher. And in the ritual of turning it over, of externalizing, putting it in, having something physical, can help our intellect have a practice of turning it over and expecting to receive. The easiest way to connect with your spirit guides daily is just talk and ask. Connect with them all the time. Notice your spirit guides, a flickering of a light. Could be a way. It's a way that my guides often connect with me. Electricity. All of a sudden there's a book that falls off the shelf. Notice, pay attention, thank them. Thank you so much. Thank you for your help, for your guidance, for your assistance, for your love and support. It's as simple as that. It's a beautiful way that we can start to really deepen that language, deepen that connection, that confidence, and that knowing that you have the best team that are always, always, always here, and help is but a breath away. All you have to do is ask and then expect and pay attention. So I hope that you enjoyed this video of just some of the daily practices that I use. I would love to hear, what are your favorite ways that you connect with your guides? And like I said, come to my workshop March 22nd. I cannot wait to see you there. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. You can reach out at hello@soniatully.com. Head to my site, soniatully.com, book an intuitive reading. If you want to work one-on-one mentoring, I have some spots opening up. Check out my family podcast. It's all related. Past email readings, download my free meditation and workbook. We have all sorts of different tools and resources to help support you on your journey. So I am so grateful for you and your guides. And I hope that you're having a beautiful day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.